Aloha. So let's start from the comfortable seated position. Our rocket yoga experience today, it's the combination of vinyasa dynamic flow with Ashtanga elements, and I hope you are going to enjoy this time together. Let's rotate shoulders back, release them down, and repeat it twice more just to open up your heart. Lovely. And take a moment here, close your eyes if you feel like, and tune in with your breath. Just breathing in and out through your nostrils. Inhaling, energy goes up to the sky. And exhaling, energy goes down to the earth. Inhaling up to the sky. And exhaling down to the earth. And you send your breath to your belly to intensify the breathing experience. And with the exhalation, increasing the contraction in abdominal muscles. So as we inhale, we relax our stomach. As we exhale, we contract it. Inhale, relax your stomach. And exhale, contract. So with the next out breath, we're gonna suck navel in towards the back as much as we can, and we're gonna hold this breath. And when you need to, let it go. And return to your normal breath. Or Ujjayi breath, the ocean sound breath, where the back of the throat feels as it was restricted. And you create the ocean sound breath as you are snoring. This breath helps you to move throughout the practice with the ease and increase more connection with your body and mind and with your core muscles. With the next out breath, tuck chin in and release head down towards the ground. You can release hands down towards the ground as well. Keep seat bones rooted. Inhale, curve spine up. Reach up with your arms. As you exhale, send hands behind you. Fingers are pointing towards you. And lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Lower hips down. Inhale, reach up through your hands. Exhale, we're gonna go for forward bend. Reach all the way down to your hands. Inhale, curve spine up. And exhale, send hands behind, fingers pointing towards you. Inhale. Exhale, send hips up towards the ceiling. Maybe look back if you don't have neck conditions. Look ahead and release hips down. We're gonna take forward bend, interlace fingers behind you and release upper body down towards the ground. Keep seat bones rooted and lift hands up to the sky. Keep your palms interlaced. And lower hands above your back. Inhale, release hands, exhale, roll spine up. Good. Let's face towards the front of the mat. Legs are hip width distance, hands behind us, fingers pointing towards us. Inhale, exhale, push hips up towards the ceiling. And inhale down. Exhale, lift your feet off the ground and lift your hands off the ground in both positions. Keep your upper body nice and tall. Inhale, Exhale, lower feet down, hands plant behind you. Engage your center and rise pelvis up to inverted tabletop position. Here, you can start lifting one leg up to the sky. Lowering foot down. Lifting the over leg up. Lowering down. Maybe gazing back if you don't have neck conditions. Looking ahead, sending hips down, lifting feet off the ground, lifting hands off the ground, getting hold of your ankles or big toes if you want to bind with 3 fingers. Reach up with your legs, reach up with your head, and try to bend your elbows to send your legs towards you. Now try to detach hands off your feet and send your arms forward, maintaining upper body and the lower body nicely lengthened. Inhale. And as you exhale, we're gonna release legs down, keep them extended, place hands behind you, fingers are pointing towards you, point toes away, inhale. Open chest up, exhale, suck navel in and push hips up in inverted plank pose. Variation, as you send one leg down, you send the other leg up. And you breathe. And then swap, inhale, keep pressing down through both feet. And exhale, lifting over leg up. And down, push hips up. Hold and breathe. You might release head back. Look ahead, bring hips down. And lift your legs up. You might flex your feet, bind big toes with 3 fingers, opening chest up. Both pause. Let's spread legs out. Keep your legs extended if you can. Keep your upper body nice and tall. As you send weight slightly forward. Opening your hips up. Engaging your core. Inhale. And as you exhale, send soles of feet together. Open knees out. And take a moment in butterfly position. Keep your feet, hands, toes, fingers around your toes in bind. Inhale. Exhale, draw navel in towards your back. Press with your elbows against your inner thighs or inner calves. Keep upper body nicely extended as you go to deep forward bend. And inhale, open chest up, coming up to seated. And exhale, repeat it again. Keep your upper body lengthened as you lower top of your body down. One more time, inhale, reach up. And exhale, down. Breathe. Inhale, open chest up. And as you exhale, release your legs. Shake them up. Shake your arms. And find stillness. Cross legs and roll over your knees. Go to tabletop. This time we are in a regular tabletop with hands in line with shoulders and knees in line with hips. Drop hips down, open chest up in cow stretch. And then you draw navel in and look towards your navel in cat stretch. Inhale, cow stretch. And exhale, cat stretch. As you go with your spinal arches and curves, introduce the rotation of your neck and spine. Going in one direction rotation, exploring your obliques, back, neck, and reversing, going in the opposite direction, rotation. Good. Then find the center, Send your hips all the way back and arms all the way forward. Relax head down in child's pose. Inhale, draw navel in, curl spine up, wave your back. Exhale, go to Cobra Position. In Cobra Position, send your shoulders back, elbows in, open up in up dog if you want. You can lift your thighs off the ground. Rotate neck from side to side. Now you can start lifting one leg up and look towards it and the other leg up, maintaining your core engaged and legs extended. Good. Exhale up, inhale down. And one more time on each side. Then look up, tuck toes under, push hips up in downward facing dog, inverted V shape. Legs are hip width distance, arms are shoulders distance, spreading toes and fingers out. And just take a walking spot here, alternate your heels rises. Walking on spot. Good. Lowering both heels down and rising up on toes. Lowering heels down, rising up. And as you rise up the next time, hold the position and breathe. Lower heels down. And we're gonna curve our spine, make a wave, go to upward facing dog. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, upward facing dog. Inhale, down dog. And up dog. And down dog. So let's go to plank next time. And let's go through Chaturanga. So you can lower knees down. Send chest, chin down to the ground, elbows in, and then make transition to Cobra or up dog. Keep your leg nice and long. Inhale, exhale, tuck toes under to send hips up towards the ceiling in downward facing dog. Inhale, come back up to plank. Exhale, this time you can try Chaturanga full version with knees lifted. Keep your elbows by your obliques. And you can make transition into Cobra or up dog. Good, and downward facing dog. Take a moment here as you breathe in and out. Good. And again, plank. From plank, you go through Chaturanga. And down dog. So let's lift right leg up to the sky. Right leg rise, one leg dog. You can balance on your supporting foot up and down. And in the meantime, you can bend and stretch your top leg. Bend and stretch. Good. Then you bend your leg, top leg, and send foot all the way back behind you. Pushing hips up, back arch, and releasing down. Let's try to repeat it again. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Hold and breathe. And returning to one leg dog. Lifting your right leg up. To go to Cobra or up dog, you can try on one leg. Diving. Releasing both legs down, upward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. In down dog, release forearms down to release tension of your wrists. We are in dolphin. And balance on your feet, up and down. Up and down. Rise up on toes, hold and breathe. And lower heels down. Extend your arms. Back to downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up to the sky. Balance on your supporting leg up and down. And you can start bending your top leg and stretching and bending and stretching. And the next time, as you bend your top leg, you hold and breathe. And try to send it all the way behind you. And push your hips up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Hold and breathe. And let's come back to one leg dog, extending your left leg up to the sky. Inhale and exhale, diving on one leg into cobra or up dog. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Good. Inhale. Exhale, tuck toes under to lift your hips up back to downward facing dog. Here, you take a walk on spot if you feel like, just to release tension of your body. Good. Now, we're going to press down through our heels and walk our hands all the way back towards our feet. We're going to send 3 fingers of each hand around our big toes, binding big toes. Inhale, look ahead, and exhale, hinge from your hips to take deep forward bend. Inhale, look up, and exhale, let's try to progress it. You send your hands underneath your feet, palms underneath your feet. Move weights forward slightly. Inhale and exhale, head to knees. Inhale, look up. Remove your hands from underneath your feet. As you exhale, bend your legs to roll spine up, vertebra by vertebra. As you come to standing, inhale, reach up to the sky through your hands. And exhale, take a deep forward bend. Inhale, look up, and exhale, walk to plank. Here in high plank, you can move gently, weight front and back, balancing on your hands and feet. Good. Find the center. We are going to take right arm up, so you're on the left side of your body inside plank. Now you're gonna bring your top leg behind you and arch back. The next progression here is to go to wheel pose. So you're just gonna place your hands down on the ground. If you want to go to wheel pose and you cannot do that transition, you can just lie down and have palms by your ears and push yourself up. Otherwise, stay on the side plank. Nice. So weight goes slightly forward towards your hands. Engage your abdomen here. Now, if you want to, maybe lift one leg up towards the ceiling. And bring it down, and then swap. Lift the other leg up towards the ceiling. And down. Now we're gonna unwind it. You're gonna come back to one leg dog. You lift your right hand off, and you come to one leg dog with right leg raised. Coming to Cobra or up dog. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's go to Dolphin Pose. Release your forearms down towards the ground. Balance on your feet, front and back. Balance up on your toes. Hold and breathe. Lower heels down. So now we're gonna lift the right leg up in our Dolphin Pose. Then lowering leg down and lifting the other leg up. So this will take us to forearm stand or headstand. So the next step is going to be with detaching of the ground, the left foot. So as you lift your right leg up, you detach your left leg. And you see if you can find balance there. If you can try to keep extension of your legs in split. Maybe rotating your hips sideways. And then taking the swing with your hips. And trying to bring your legs all the way up to the ceiling. All the way up. Now you look up, bend your legs, trying to reach head with the tip of your toes in Scorpion Pose. Keep lifting your chest up as you wanted to look at your feet. To come back up, you lift your hips up. So you can either lower down your legs, or you can lower down your head and take a moment in headstand. If you feel exhausted, take a child's pose to relax. If you are okay, hold either forearm stand or headstand with legs elevated. Engage your stomach muscles. Next progression from your headstand or forearm stand, soles of feet joint, knees open, heels in line with your hips. And then you spread your legs out, stretch, open hips again, maybe flex your feet. Strong abdomen here. Join legs in pike. And send legs down to the ground. So we're gonna take a rabbit pose, the contra pose to headstand. You release knees down and place the top of the head on the mat. So you send your hips forward. You might even lift hands up, interlacing them behind you and sending over your head. Breathe. Inhale. As you exhale, release hips over your heels, hands over your back. Release toes down and take child's pose. Keep your buttocks on top of your heels. Just take a moment here, returning back to your normal breath. Releasing hands down beside your body. Inhale. Exhale, engage your center to roll spine up, going up to kneeling position. Sitting tall, take a moment here, recovering from the inversion. Lovely. And then when you are ready, you can return back to here, to the space. Let's go back with forearms down to the ground and with hips lifted in Dolphin Pose. Push your hips up. Then you go to downward facing dog. Press down through your hands. Push up through your hips. Press down through your feet. Inhale. Exhale, make way to plank. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. Inhale. Exhale, go to plank. Let's go with weights to the right hand and lift your left arm up to the sky. Good. Now you can send your top leg behind you and push hips up. And let's try to make transition to our wheel pose. So you make your way down with your top hand and find the center on your mat. Going back to wheel position. Balance on your hands and toes. Back and forward. Good. Balance a little bit further forward towards your hands. Now walk your feet away from you. Keep your feet flat, legs extended, and join them together. Full wheel pose with legs lengthened. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, walk feet towards your hands, and then we're gonna come up. Now you're gonna bring your right hand up, or left hand up. Going back to downward facing dog. With left leg raise, inhale. Exhale, diving into cobra or up dog. Inhale. And exhale. Let's take a child's pose. Push hips all the way back. Reach forward through your arms and rotate your wrists. Good. And then you relax your body down. Inhale. As you exhale, curl spine up, vertebra by vertebra, coming up to kneeling position. Just take a moment here. You can close your eyes. And when you are ready, return back to all fours. Tuck toes under, push hips up in downward facing dog. So here we're gonna balance on our feet, front and back. So what you want to do, you want to have space in front of you. So you might go slightly further back if you are limited with your space. You can also work by the wall because we're gonna do some handstands here. So it's up to you. So the idea is to start putting weight onto your hands. So you rise up on toes to bring that weight onto your hands. You can even walk your feet closer towards your hands. So at some point, as you lift up, you bring one leg up to the ceiling and then down. So this is your starting point to go to handstand. So you lift one leg up and down. So you can start lifting, kicking one leg up at the time. Yeah, it's up to you which leg you want to kick. Nice. Good. So now if you are struggling and you want to go to handstand today and you've got wall next to you, so you just have hands in front of your wall, you need to have space of your forearms at least. And you're gonna bring and kick your legs up and rest against the wall. Once you are here, then you try to detach one or both legs off the wall and then return it back. Good. Now, if you have enough, and go back to downward facing dog and child's pose. Resting knees and hips down. Good. Nice. So taking a moment again, rotating wrists, relaxing hands down. Look ahead. Inhale. Let's dive to Cobra. Open chest up in up dog. And exhale, make transition to downward facing dog. In down dog, you might swing your hips from side to side. Find the center. Rise up on toes, bend knees, look ahead. Let's step or jump through to seated position. So we're gonna take a forward bend here. So you want to send your hips back. Let's see if we can swing hips slightly to bring them farther back. Good. And flex your feet. Toes are pointing towards you. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, hinge from your hips on the way down. Get hold of your legs where you can reach. You can also bind big toes with 3 fingers. Or you can bind hands behind your feet. Inhale, look up, and exhale, deep forward bend. So as you send back of your legs down to the ground, you send shoulders back, away from your ears. Inhale, look up, and rise arms up. And exhale, engage your stomach muscles. Scoop your pelvis in to roll spine down. Make sure that you've got space behind you. Reaching overhead through your arms. Inhale, point toes and fingers away. And as you exhale, we're going to send the legs up towards the ceiling. Sending legs up towards the ceiling. Nice. Just going to turn around. You don't have to. Good. So here we're going to try, you can have arms where they are above your head, or you can have hands beside your body. If your hands are beside your body, you can place thumbs underneath your buttocks for support here. Inhale and exhale. Engage your stomach muscles as you send your legs down. Inhale up. Exhale down. A little bit of core workout. Now, if you want to progress it, hands are beside your body, back is imprinted to the ground, strong ups. Or you can have your hands above your head. You can flex your feet up and point down. Flex up. You can do also single legs rises if this is a better option for you. So you lower one leg down and then rise it up. So either single legs rises or both leg rises. Nice. Exhale down. Inhale up. And 3. And 2. And 1. Next time as you lift legs up, try to send them behind your head. So we are going to plank position. Hands are either beside your body or above your head. Legs go back. Maybe feet are on the floor. Let's lift one leg up to the sky. Lower it down. And lift the other leg up to the sky. And lower down. Let's rise both legs up to the ceiling to full shoulder stand. Either support back by your hands or have hands in front of your sides. Pulling legs all the way up to the ceiling. Maybe you can send soles of feet together. Knees out, maybe grabbing ankles with your hands. Maybe sending arms through underneath your feet and above your feet, sending feet all the way behind you. You can try to spread legs out, stretch them and grab big toes by 3 fingers. Toes are grounded, legs are spread out. And sending legs together behind your head back to plank pose, feet flexed or pointed. Now, let's try to hold back by our hands or having hands interlaced down on the floor. So you clasp hands together down on the floor behind you and you walk your shoulder blades in. Now you try to lift one leg up to the ceiling. There is one line from your hips through your foot and from your shoulder through your hip up to your foot. Then you rotate your hips all the way around and swap. Good. And one leg rise, and other leg is behind your head, both legs extended. Inhale, both legs rise, shoulders stand, and exhale, swap your leg rise. And reach all the way up with both feet, back to shoulder stand. See if you can lift yourself further up. Point toes or flex. Join soles of feet together again, heels in line with your hips, open knees widely. Spread legs out. Tuck toes under, try to reach ground through your toes with legs in straddle. Walk feet together behind your head in plow position, feet joint. Rest knees on top of your forehead, lift toes up towards the ceiling. Send knees by your ears in elephant ears pose. Inhale, exhale, stretch your legs. Back to plow. And roll spine down when you are ready, vertebra by vertebra. Take your time on the way down. As your back reaches the ground, keep it grounded and legs lifted. Take a moment here to recover from your inversion. You can have your feet flexed or pointed. Active legs, active core. So we're gonna get ready for the next contra pose, fish pose. We're gonna take a few breaths on the way down. Gonna take 5 breaths on the way down of our legs. Keep your abs contracted. Squeeze belly in. Inhale. Exhale. Start descending with your legs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And the one last one. Inhale. Exhale. As you lower your legs down, you lift your chest up and place top of the head on your mat. Just mind the ponytail. So we are in fish pose. Variations here. You can lift both legs up. You can lift both arms up above your head. I quite like here to bend knees and arms, sending feet and hands together and away. Exhale in as you were a frog. Inhale, stretching. Exhale, bending legs. Inhale, stretching. Another variation, you can send your legs and arms down and up and down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Sending legs, arms up, hold the position and breathe. 3, 2, 1. Soles of feet together, knees apart, rest hands on top of your inner thighs. Press gently down, keep your chest open in fish pose. You can relax back down or you can take it to wheel pose again, sending feet flat down in front of your sit bones. Lifting hips up, place palms by your head and move your weight front and back, balancing on the top of your head. And as you push forward, you lift your upper body up, back into wheel pose. We've been here a few times together today already. You should be more and more open by now. Each time it's going to be a different experience. Maybe swing gently front and back to really get these arms working, this back opening and core strengthening. Move weight forward, hold and breathe. Maybe join legs together, stretch legs again. Breathing. Now, as you walk feet towards your hands, one more variation here. You're gonna send one arm up at the time. And unwind it and do the same on the other side. So I'm lifting my right arm up. I'm coming up with hips down, and I'm going to reverse it, coming back to wheel pose, detaching the upper hand off the ground, and back to wheel pose. And I'm repeating it one more time on each side. And one last time. Good. Let's go back to wheel pose. And buttocks down, head down. So here, I'm actually having a little bit of rest here with my hips lifted, knees bent, and I'm on the tip of my toes. And I'm going to start descending here with my knees down to the mat. So I'm supporting myself by hands, my legs. I'm releasing toes down underneath my buttocks. I'm resting my knees down on the floor. My knees are still wide opened, and my feet are together. I'm engaging my center to bring back to the floor. Just taking a moment here, staying with your breath. So it's been quite vigorous, energizing practice. So your heart rate increased, your breathing increased. So now we are trying to return back to neutral. Now, if you want to try to go to hero pose, you can either lift yourself up and start and try it from the seated position. I'm going to do it with my back on the floor, so as I'm here already. So I'm sending knees in and feet out of my buttocks. I'm creating space in between my feet for my buttocks, and my knees are joined in. So this is the hero pose. You can be in the position as you are seated in your hero pose. And then from here, you can try. Yeah, so this is the position. And from here, you can try to go back over with your head. So your hands give you support behind. You have support in your core. And you go all the way back. And you rest here. Good. So you rest where you can. And to come off the position, either you curl yourself up and then join me for supinal position, or you can release position down here, removing your, bringing your feet in front of you so your legs are crossed. So we are lying down on our backs with legs crossed, long neck, hands on your belly or beside your body. So here, if you feel like you want to take it further, we're going to take Padmasana as we are lying down. You can also do it in seated position. So you grab your right foot and lift it towards your hips. Just take a moment, bring it in and out to give more space to your right hip. So you're going to bring your right foot on the crisp of your left hip. So this is your Padmasana, just with one foot above your hip. Now, if you want to try lotus pose, you're gonna bring your left leg, the other leg comes over your right leg and comes over your right hip. So both feet are over your hips. You grab big toes, you place feet close to your hips. Now, you can try to send your knees towards you. Now you can send your hands behind your head, opening elbows, inhale, exhale, lifting head up. Maybe gently rotating neck with support of your hands. Maybe taking few twists, a little bit gentle twists with your obliques. Good. Take a moment in the center. Now, please place hands around your big toes, bind, and lower legs down to the ground. Good. Now we're gonna lower our head down on the floor. And you don't have to, but if you want to, you can bring your knees up towards you, hands beside your body, and try to send your legs above your head. So we're gonna take a shoulder stand with lotus, in lotus position. Inhale and exhale. Engage your stomach, rock slightly back and forward. And at some point, lift your lower body up. Placing hands underneath your back, pushing hips up, sending knees towards you and away from you, towards you and away from you. Hold the position and breathe. Sending legs towards you. We're gonna start rolling spine down, supporting yourself by hands grounded. Now, as your legs go down, descend, you're gonna go to fish pose again, unless you want to rest your back. So, top of the head on the floor. Yeah, ponytail is not on our favor here. Grab big toes and hold your hips low, knees low, as you open chest up in fish pose. So another variation of fish pose today for you in lotus pose. Inhale, exhale, release hands down, bring elbows to the floor, release head down. Readjust head with hands behind, release arms down. Let your legs unwind in their own way, an easy way. So you can rest here or you can do the other side with me. So I'm taking my left foot towards me, left foot. I'm placing it on the crease of my right hip. I'm continuing with my right foot. I'm grabbing it and placing it on top of my left leg and the left hip. Yeah. So I'm in a lotus here. I'm holding onto my big toes. Now I'm grabbing knees. I'm sending legs slightly closer towards me. I'm feeling that stretch in my back, in my legs. Let's place hands behind head. Inhale. Exhale, lifting head up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Hold your head lifted. Maybe take a tilt from side to side. And find the center. Release head down on the floor. Send hands beside your body or send hands around your big toes. Bind them as you lower legs down to the floor. You're gonna feel creaking in your hips, maybe not. Feel the deep stretch in your hips, knees and ankles. Let's try to bring hands beside, lifting legs up. Let's try to take swings here to bring legs up. And when you are ready, inhale, exhale, bring your legs up, send your hands behind your head for behind your back for support. And sending legs towards your face and away towards the back and towards you and away from you. Hold and breathe. And towards you. Hold and breathe. Hands down, start descending your back down to the floor. Now you're gonna go with your legs down, lifting chest up, placing top of the head on the mat and binding big toes, releasing the knees down to the floor, pushing chest up to the ceiling, fish pose. Inhale and exhale to release the position. Release hands down, elbows down. Reset your head. Release arms beside your body and allow your legs to relax down, unwinding them. Take a moment. Maybe join soles of feet together, open knees out. Inhale. Exhale, send knees together towards your rib cage. Give them a hug and rock from side to side to massage your back. Find the center and open knees wide and release your legs down to the ground. Stretch your legs forward, spread them out, spread arms out, rock on your feet in and out if you feel like. So when you are ready and your body is fully relaxed, inhale, exhale, take a moment here. So if you need some blanket, it's good to have it next to you so you can cover yourself during the relaxation. We're gonna take a moment here and just rest after our physical practice. We're going to meditate, basically finding rest within us. So whatever journey your mind takes you on, just allow it to happen. Don't force it, just let it be. And enjoy that moment of relaxation. You have done incredible work by practicing your rocket dynamic vinyasa flow. It has been quite challenging, so now just pay a tribute to your own practice, to your own body, and be grateful for this practice and that the body followed it, and allow it to rest now. You can stay here in Shavasana as long as you wish. You don't need to come up if you feel comfortable there. You can come up at any time after we finish the class. It's up to you. If you want to, you can follow me. If you want to wake up now and come up. So just becoming aware of your body, lying down on the ground. Being completely relaxed. Feeling comfortable. Gently moving your fingers and toes, rotating wrists and ankles, changing direction, reaching with your hands interlaced behind your head, pointing toes away. Inhale, taking a stretch along the body, across your body, and exhale, relaxing. Drawing knees to chest, giving them a hug and rocking from side to side. And you can either roll over one side and make way up, or you can roll back, rock back and forward. Maybe a few times before you come up to the comfortable seated position. You can cross your legs. Just taking a moment here as we are coming up from the supine position, lengthening spine up through the crown of your head. You can rest hands on top of your knees. Allowing your breath and heart rate come back to neutral. Placing hands at the heart center in the prayer position, thanking yourself for this practice today, wishing yourself a continuation of your day, whatever you are going to do. Being at ease, at peace, being comfortable within your own body and mind. Wrap hands together. Cover eyes. You can stay away with your palms of your face. Open eyes, release hands down. Interlace fingers. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, release down. Thank you very much. Namaste. And I hope to see you again on next Saturday, 12:15 for Rocket Yoga.